introduce ourselves? Let's see. Left side usually starts with evil. So we'll go with the weirdest one here.
My name's Brent Lorentson. My first story, first time I've ever been published, it's in this one. I did Sophia and the Amazon Queen. Our book actually officially releases on Tuesday, and actually at the convention you can get it this weekend, ahead of everyone.
I'm Robert Schuster. I'm the unlikely voice of reason on this panel, and you'll notice I will probably squirm a bit. I haven't I'm not really a lot of bloody and gory things, though I'm not crude or anything. If that's your bag, go for it. At any rate, I've written 4 books, sci-fi, horror, dark fantasy, and two of them were novels, 2 of them short story collections. And I've also acted in a couple of films, and I've whacked a few people in one of my films. So.
I don't know where I whack people that's not in film.
Yes, it is. Let's go next door.
Yeah, do it in films if it pays better.
Yeah, Stairwell, that's a good one.
I'm Indy McDaniel. I've written a multitude of short stories available in a multitude of anthologies. Latest released is an anthology by the name of Grindhouse, which is very much an homage to the Grindhouse level of films, with a bunch of very squicky, sick and twisted stories, including my own in it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Anyway.
There's naked women next door.
Nah, that's just getting old. Oh, see? And he's the one who's under 18, too. Watch this. Hi, I'm Mitch Hyman. I've been a writer for close to 20 years. Actually made a living at it, which is kind of spooky even for me. I did some work in network television in the early days, back when Edison was going faster. I work for Crack Magazine. I'm the only man in America who got to fire Donald Trump. Look it up online. Screw him. Anyway, I also created a character called Bubba the Redneck Werewolf. I've worked in a lot of comic book companies. I work for London Night Studios, Cry for Dawn, a lot of different places. I've got a new novel out called Hitman in Paradise, which is about 2 mafia guys who are trying to retire out. They call it back in, and they wind up having to kill stuff that doesn't want to die, like zombies and vampires on a small Caribbean island. Please, WTF Books, it's in there. Please come buy some books so I can get some dollar bills so I can go next door. Just saying.
I'm Stephen Biro. I am the president of Unearthed Films. I am a writer, an actor, a special effects guy who just worked on Jim Van Bever's Gator Green and put it in the can yesterday. Put together Masters of Taboo, which, if you notice, some of the writers here are from the Masters of Taboo series. This is Cannibalism. Available now, and there's 6 writers running around here, probably with their penises in their hand, but you know how that goes. I also wrote the book Hallucination, got option for a major movie. Let's pray that it's done. Mel Gibson is looking at it. It should be Jewish-licious. I wrote the Ultimate Dead Baby Joke Book. I have been getting death threats for this constantly for the past year. You would not understand. I get death threats constantly, and it's mostly from the people in the UK. They don't have a sense of humor, and they don't like dead babies. And that's why I came up with the Ultimate Dead Baby Cookbook.
And it's kosher.
It's got everything you could possibly want to cook a baby. Shows you how to fillet it, eat it, saute it, and masturbate with it. And that's me. I'm the master of ceremonies. I'm going to be the moderator here, and I'm going to slap really nicely anybody who gets out of control or not get out of control.
Smart move, they're leaving, go with the girls.
Follow that.
Cowards.
Thank you. There's no pressure there to follow that. My name is Alicia Sands. This is my first spooky ever. And apparently I'm getting punished by being put on this panel. But my first book is due out November 1st. It's called By Olivia. And Rob and I are
is Rob Fox. I wrote a book called Z Day Is Here, and I've been informed that I'm not supposed to talk about the kids' book that I just released October 4th called Sometimes I'm Scared of Zombies. I'm not talking about it, but it's available now. And I've got some outside and I'll sign. Other than that, I am a screenwriter. My movie, Ace the Zombie, will be playing tomorrow at 7:30. It's sick and twisted as well. Other than that, I am a screenwriter on the lesbian web series Studville TV.
Gotta start someplace.
That's one thing right there in the process.
That premiered this past Sunday on the internet. They said thanks. And I wrote a necrophilia story. Go ahead.
Yeah, my dead mother's in the car waiting for me.
Nice. I'm Andrew Allan. I run a website called cultmoviemania.com. I've got a film company called Film Rich International, which produced Herschel Gordon Lewis's latest movie, The Uh-Oh Show. I directed a movie called Brainjack, and I too am in the Masters of Taboo Cannibalism. I wrote a story called Corpse Intolerant.
Yeah, it's a wonderful story about a guy who meets a girl, decides to eat her, fuck her, fuck her, then eat her, and fuck her, you know, rub her around, fuck her, keep eating her, and just, you know.
Right, now I'll admit it, I actually have a story here also. I just want to make sure I'm going to be the only one.
Yeah, what? There's 4 Masters of Taboo up here, man. And you're on the Sick and Twisted panel?
I made her do
You're a
it.
cryptozoologist.
Fox made her do it. I love
I made her do it.
Did you? Oh, good. Okay.
Sorry.
Let's start with something. Let's get one shout out for somebody, whoever's the loudest, but it has to be the weirdest. What do you guys want to hear being talked about by freaks and a cryptozoologist?
Don't be scared.
Never mind.
No, I heard puppets. I haven't had sex with a puppet in about 5 years.
Oh, we got.
Wait.
You're
What
right.
inspired you to become
No, she's not going to arrest us.
Wizard of Oz.
Well, it's just like Steve's homosexuality. You're born with it. So, it's just kind of there, and you cope with it however best you can.
That's why I like
It's
to
not a bad
kill
thing.
them.
It's not a bad thing at all.
Then I can have sex with them because I don't feel that guilt. You know, that guilt of that bad homosexuality because they're dead and they're not really a man anymore.
Steve is the only guy I know who converses regularly, seriously, with his id and his ego to the point that they're named, right?
Yep, Sutter Kane and Sarah Grigori. And they help me write my books.
And it serves him very well.
Yes, it sort of really helps the writer's id to let go and just take control. Because you never know what neighborhood you're going to find yourself naked. You know, I mean, I can say that.
To answer that question for me, I mean, I can easily blame Steve. I mean, I grew up, like, basically going to his comic book shop, and he would just, back in the days of, like, VHS, he had a lot of fucked up VHS movies, and he had this, he would do these things where he would just show me the most fucked up shit, and just see, like, this little 14-year-old, like, is he gonna throw up watching Guinea Pig? Like, what's he gonna do? Like, I mean, when I first saw Cannibal Holocaust, I was like, what the hell am I watching? And then I see Guinea Pig, and I'm like, there was like a time where they walked by, and I just was laughing at once. And I don't know why I was laughing. I just remember that. And
That's why when they go to cathartic moments right in front of everybody.
I guess, I don't know, I played rugby for about 20 years. That's, I guess, fairly tricky. Having your head, he's looking around. Rugby, there's a sport out in Mongolia where they cut each other up with razor blades on their fists.
Yeah, it's all Saturday night. It's like, yeah.
But like I said, I'm here as the voice of reason. So.
No, I'm sure the rest of us. No. All right.
I can't even compete. I won't try.
So, the voice of reason is pretty bad. There was no reason in that. If you're going to try and calm us down, you got to calm us down. We go off. Okay, like, what are we really missing in horror movies? What do you think we're missing in horror movies? Because it's pretty all...
The stairs. It's all poor. Where's the stairs? Scare me. Don't give me
Sugar
sick.
babies, they don't sell them in there anymore.
I was just gonna say midgets.
Conjoined twins, midgets.
Conjoined midgets.
Conjoined midgets.
Joey Midgets masturbated to Steve's books.
It's already happened. Emotion. I think there's not enough
Characters?
anal fisting. The slashers. You know, I mean, because if you picture the, the guy's, yeah, he's doing both, and then the slasher guy comes up with a machete and cuts his chick in half, and he pulls both hands out, and he's like got stubs at the same time. We don't have enough of that.
You are in the sick and twisted panel. You do this right. This is not RLC.
I love the way it's like a river. They flow in, they flow out, they hear something hard, they go in, they come out. Look, the thing is that what comes out of basically is that we all know those wonderful guilty pleasures. They talk about, I watched this show, and you're like, I don't want to admit it, like Honey Boo Boo, what the fuck you're up to. I'm just saying, that's sick and twisted. But they won't call it sick and twisted, will they? Right? But you're sitting there watching a trailer, you watch Survivor, right?
Oh, God.
You want to see a microcosm of assholes that you deal with every day, like, oh, I went to an office over here that you haven't seen these personalities and they stick them on an island and they think somebody's actually going to let somebody else win $1 million easily? Really? You're seeing the best and worst part of human condition. Because they're starving them mentally, they're starving them physically, and then they come down to what they really are as human beings. Real bastards and assholes. That's the end of the story. But that's humans, because natural selection says that only the strong survive. And the Indians had a thing about slow-running buffalo. Well, I hate to tell you, these are all slow-running buffalo. We've learned to wait for everybody to go past the Indians, and then we trample their asses when they're not looking in trouble.
He brought up Honey Boo Boo. I've been able to really masturbate to any horror movie, but it is so hard to masturbate to Honey Boo Boo. It's not. It's not? Oh, which one are you looking at?
Wait till
I was looking at the pig on that one episode, and I'm like, hey, wait. Is that her mom or is that pig? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay. What is it? Yeah, I don't know. Why does it have to come up? Because I can't masturbate to that. No matter how hard I've tried, how much Viagra. I would be able to take enough Viagra here and fuck everybody in Ice Club just because I love you. I love you guys. I would. I'd be like, stroking the hair. Just a little bit, you like that, right? Just showing some love and appreciation.
So I think the main difference you're seeing here now is that everyone but Steve just kind of comes up with these ideas. Steve's genuinely fucked up. The proof is there.
After reading his
And that's
book
what makes it so
Hallucination,
delightful.
after reading his book Hallucination, I really wanted to do acid. I'd never had any desire to do it until I read his book.
Needs to get normal and straight.
Oh no, this just turned into roast. Where's Dean Martin? Oh, wait. I want Dean Martin.
You're awesome, roast dude.
He has a nice corpse. Look, speaking of such, next Master Taboo is going to be about necrophilia.
I read a story.
Every story, story, everyone's just about fucking dead people. Yeah. We're talking to George Wright to see if he would add a story to it. I'm actually picking up all of his movies for release for $100. Don't tell anybody. Wait, I just told a shitload of people.
We gotta remember, the tarp's out. Every time he comes up with one of these crazy ideas,
you know me and the writer R.L. Stein. I write beautiful children's books about...
And books called Red Rain, and make you wonder what's it.
Exactly. Don't tell my agent.
There's no book's called Goose Humps.
Yeah, Goose Humps. Dead Goose Humps.
Dead Goose Humps.
Dead.
Oh, hang on, slightly racial fisted. Do you hear the scream?
What would you like to talk about, Mrs. Zoologist?
Okay, so this has been a discussion in my house.
Yeah.
So you've seen that show with the conjoined twins where they have like one body? Like,
Oh, and the two heads?
Yes. So
I can masturbate to that.
one of them is a chronic masturbator and the other is not. They only have one percentage on.
They feel only half. 'Cause I saw one when she cut herself. Oh, that felt good. I was like, but she cut herself, the other one didn't know it. They kept doing stuff and she's bleeding all over the place.
But what if one
So when they have sex, is that a threesome at all times?
Ooh, that'd be good.
Right? I mean, and who gets the sensation?
Wait a minute, my big question is this.
I don't know. What if the other one didn't like the guy?
Exactly.
Obviously. So why did you come in here? Somebody just, let's have a few rain, just throw, come on. Why'd you come in? Why'd you come in? You always trying to say something. Because you're wearing stripes. Oh, it's your fault.
She wanted to make sure that she was...
So camaraderie. You're looking for camaraderie.
See? That's it. Anybody else want to say why? No, admit it freely. I mean, come on, you heard this nonsense. Go on, man, what?
You mean like why we came in here?
Why you thought this was, I mean, really, it's not for the air conditioning.
I'm not alone. My children!
Here we go again. Remember, he's not going to be famous, he's going to be infamous. Do you know the difference between fame and infamy?
No.
Fame is fleeting, infamy is like Hitler and luggage. One you never forget, the other you never get rid of. Well, Hitler's luggage on eBay. Opening bid, $50. Come on, bring it.
Wait, I got Hitler's on eBay?
Oh man, your mother's phone number? Really?
She's dead.
So, how do I write the fucking story without research?
It's okay. I got her to preach.
Think about it this way, you know, we were talking one time about zombies and the cannibal thing. So, okay, a zombie you probably could get away from, the shamblers, the whole, right? Think about it, if you ever heard a guy named Roger Bannister, anybody know who this guy is?
No.
He's the guy who ran that mile, broke the, I think it's a 4-minute mile, 6-minute mile? Now imagine how fast this guy can run, and he turns cannibal.
You're screwed.
All the Cheetos you ate, all the beer shit, right? And this guy's after your ass from next door.
I tried masturbating with mayonnaise. And all
The last thing Ted's trying to be.
Mayonnaise is the thing on my trip this weekend.
Miracle Whip, use Miracle Whip. It's got a little bit of extra tang.
Too sweet.
Tang. You want that tang?
Just like sandwich bread.
Hell mix, because the hell's already in it. Come on, man. Oh, that was good.
Hey.
So what would you like to talk about, Rob?
I want to talk about masturbating with Icy Hot.
Why don't you just
Did I mention that I wrote a kid's book?
Is it about masturbating with ice?
No. The next one is John discovers the magic.
My whole goal was to see how many people we can run out of the room. And I think we're doing a pretty good job.
The one thing horror movies don't have is zombies giving blowjobs. You don't see that.
Actually,
Actually, yeah, you do.
no, you got Penetrator,
Born of the Dead.
Born of the Dead, Penetrator, Born of the Dead, and the Human Millipede, which are coming out, that really sick little weird guy. Yeah, he's just gonna be throwing blowjobs to the whole millipede. Yeah. Oh no, I was like, oh man, you know what? Maybe that human centipede's doing well because everybody likes, ass to mouth. We gotta do the human millipede. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, we're putting out the human millipede because everybody likes ass to mouth. I'm like, oh, there goes my cool idea.
We'll never do ass.
No, you always do ass.
Once you're not.
NyQuil and Chihuahuas.
Okay, go. You got
No, just throwing it out there. NyQuil and Chihuahuas. Build on this. Let's go.
Okay, you give NyQuil to the Chihuahuas.
And
you
fuck 'em.
Chihuahua.
Right.
You get the lube.
Right.
Pull down your pants. Try and enter it, and it won't fit. So you're gonna have to get the pliers, pull out the teeth, stretch the jaws until they crack. Then you put on the Miracle Whip.
Yes.
And then you just, you know.
The icy high.
wow, all I was saying was that I get the Chihuahua to shut the fuck up with the NyQuil, I get to fuck his mother while she's still in the car. Oh, look at you! Oh, gotcha!
That's just so wrong.
Jerk off to this.
Or you give the dog the NyQuil, you go to sleep and you wake up because he's licking you.
Peanut butter.
Hang on, angels are lining up, fists are being moved.
He said before the convention he was just going to say peanut butter every single panel.
He just sits every panel and he just says peanut butter.
Crunchy or smooth?
Crunchy because it rubs on the nuts just right.
Never mind.
That reminds him about a whole story about his husband.
The nuts or the peanuts. Anyway, come on. That's just wrong.
What's next?
So, what do you think?
That one.
I don't know, it makes sense. No, just pick an idea. Okay, grab an idea out and just throw it out to these lovely children of mine.
Masturbating with broken glass. Good idea, bad idea?
Good idea.
Good idea.
Are we
Depending on what kind of glass it is.
Are we talking driveway?
Yes.
Drive
Yeah, I got something to do later.
which is the plexiglass, or slivers?
Why?
Chunks or slivers?
Yeah, chunks or slivers.
Chunks because they were on the nuts button.
No, you said it's a good idea or bad idea.
Right.
Slivers is a bad idea for me. I'd rather go with chunky.
Rather go chunky.
Yeah, because the sliver will go in.
Yeah.
But isn't that the point? The sliver inserts bad.
Exactly.
Fuck me.
Innocent debris, Rob.
Yeah.
Well, you never see us on the food channel, will you now?
Well, they got the steel appliances, the urethra tubes, and they're bitches to get out. But they got them.
Hold it on with your hand.
They got them that you get on Amazon. They're some people buy them on Amazon and know the price is at $17.99 and give them 3 positive reviews and 1 bad one for a Chinese one made out of metal that just didn't work.
You drove next door. Come on, guys. It's all
SEMA?
Ooh,
What's
Sea monkey sex.
Pro.
No, hang on. Sea monkey sex.
It's an orgy.
That's the kind that you like to just swallow the whole orgy. You're like, I got an orgy, baby.
All the way down your throat.
All right. Oh, now you can. Sea monkeys, dude.
This is getting way too male oriented.
YouTube video.
Blowjob, swallowing,
Good talk.
solo sex.
That's what you're there.
What about something for the ladies? Look at him laughing. Is there something for the ladies? Is this all about?
Women don't need to drink sea
Put our
monkeys.
heads together, make an answer.
Wait, if you swallow sea monkeys, are they still coming out?
Yeah, but women don't need to drink sea monkeys to have a slave orgy because they drink Navy personnel.
Semen.
Vile. I was trying to be
Is this
Lord,
living up to the
somebody
promise
sea
of the title of this seminar at all, or is this just
Sexuality going on here.
Blatant. Blatant.
When I was talking about the anal fisting, I was talking about nice heterosexual type of love. Up to the
I mean, I
elbow.
relate. I mean, my dad was very gentle with me when it first occurred. I mean, it just,
And that's why he's a master of taboo.
He wasn't just all biting pillows going in crap.
no, not by the pillow. It was just like, just nips on my fingers. Just very, I don't know. The foreplay was very nice, but
It really makes you guys want more close to us, doesn't it? It really does make you want to just come and purchase, right?
Oh, we know.
What are you talking about? What's going to happen in this hotel tonight?
happens every day.
Actually, it's happening next door. Right?
But it's better when it comes.
Most ones are.
Okay, so what the hell's going on with that voice of reason
to be on this panel.
Robert, you asked for this?
Yeah.
We're all sickest, most twisted of all. We got dragged in here.
It was funny
It's the
because last
quiet
year,
ones you gotta watch out.
yeah, it's it was funny because last year he was on the same panel, and he's like, oh yeah, I like Bela Lugosi. Vincent Price, and I'm like, what do you think is missing, and I'm like, yeah, there's not enough triple penetration. And he's like, and I'm like,
and both latent homosexuals. That's the best part.
Well, as soon as we put the panel together, Steven emails me. He's like, "You really want him on that panel again?" I gave him a heart attack last
it's a
time.
sick and twisted panel. It's like sick,
Look, when you're
razor blade.
There he is.
Cutting off your friend's anal warts with a razor blade. Yeah, anal wart. Okay,
Taking notes. Here we go.
I'm taking notes.
We have a question.
But as R.L. Stein,
The young lady in the back has a question for you. There's a good question.
if you're wondering, that's my wife.
It came from her.
Yeah, she read my wife and my stepdaughter read my Masters of Taboo story, and they read my forward. And the forward is, hey, how you doing? Thanks for picking up this book, and blah, 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 blah. And, oh, why are you bothered to read this forward? Well, I know you don't know me, but look, if I was a serial killer in your neighborhood and I killed your friend, cooked them and ate them, then, maybe you would worry about who I was. Maybe you'd want to know who I am. And in fact, what if I actually broke into your house and drugged you while you're asleep next to your husband and then started cooking him and eating him in front of you while fucking his dead body? And I just kept going on, and you're like,
So that's your admission of guilt. I knew we'd finally catch the
But, it was funny because I didn't know that my stepdaughter and my wife were reading the story. And from what my wife's telling me, my stepdaughter's like, Mom. He's writing about killing you and eating us and fucking our dog while it's dead or fucking, but Mom. And I'm like, oh, God, I'm sorry. She's like,
egotistical bastard. It's all about him.
it's all about me.
It's not the freaks you got to worry about. The ones up on the panel. It's the guy sitting in the back who gets up and leaves that you got to worry about.
Because you're onto him and he hauled ass.
Before you turn him on, he's running that bathroom.
Or he sells the night
Lots of
I can't sit here with just making a tent in my pants. I got shit to do. Yeah.
So now the funny thing is my wife just asked that question. Now she's watching me just go and just talk freely with no social or societal voice of reason. And no voice of reason saying, dude, stop it. What are you doing? Oh, yeah. And now she's going to be looking at me on the driveway the whole time. I heard what you said in that panel.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's the old story that the more they say they're going to do, they don't do it. The funniest thing I ever saw was I was in New York one time at a show, and I saw two guys get into a fight in a bar. And all they did was yell at what they're going to do to each other, but nobody ever did anything. It's this big guy from Georgia that was up there but just said, I can't take it anymore. He punched both of them. And I said, that's what I like about the South. That's the point. The more they talk about it, the more they're not going to do it. Ladies, how many guys go and go, I got a big dick, everything else. Then you're with Needle Dick the bug fucker, and he's looking for the same one. Then I can handle it. That's the whole point. So the more you talk about it, the more it's not going to happen. Needle Dick the bug fucker.
That's going to be the most of my next.
I don't know where this shit comes from. You're going to shovel off this asshole.
To follow up with what, I can personally relate to, where a certain story for, the third book that we're going to do. I just went through a breakup, and, the whole idea is, when you go through a breakup, you
This is therapy, man, so just get this.
This is you're all angry, and it's like, I mean, what better way to like just get out whatever you want to do, whatever you want to say. I mean, like when you write a word or write whatever story you want to write, I mean, you have like total freedom on paper, because when you put it on paper, I mean, unless you actually act out what you write out, I mean, then you're actually crazy. But I mean, when you actually put these words, I mean, it's therapeutic. But I mean,
he's gonna kill and eat his fucking girlfriend, and he squashed his soul.
No wonder you broke up with me.
He's gonna kill her and eat her and skull fuck her and anal triple fist. You made me do this. You made me do this. It's your fault. Cha-ching. I'm sorry to say this shit. Chihuahuas just got that Zebu Sequana.
That's why I
That's very musketeers.
I know, I utter Dobermans.
They take it good.
Hey, don't make me say that shit. Look, again, it's all like once you have decided to go ahead, and I've talked to people who have actually been in jail for doing this kind of shit, or writer doing research. And you find out that they did it because they said, I just want to see what it feels like. I didn't know what it would be like, but there was no moral compass or that would stop them from doing it. They just went ahead. Is it because it's just that they had an upbringing where they pretty much were allowed to do whatever they want, or they were restricted so they never got to do anything? When you guys turn, let's say, up to legal age, what's the most bizarre thing? Anybody, come on, pop it in. When you were 18, what's the most bizarre thing you did because, woohoo, I'm 18?
L'Oreal, I was at 18, you're like, you like got a roll of quarters and you're like feeding them in and you're like, I don't care who lives on the other side of the school.
18, what's the first thing you did to say, oh boy, I can do this, I'm 18, besides getting drunk or whatever? Come on.
Buy puppies. I'm buying puppies, roll quarters.
Hang on, what was that? You sad son of a bitch. What are you, rubbish? Are you Amish?
No, did you notice he's like writing down all these great ideas? He's like, oh damn, quarters, glory hole.
But no, seriously, bro, do you have a friend? What is the weirdest thing you had a friend ever do for real? I ain't telling. Tell all these witnesses. You're my friend for like 20 years. I'm screwed. I got nothing here. Come on, seriously. That's the weirdest thing.
All these witnesses
here. Come on, how many years he did? Come on. That's the craziest shit. And you sat there going, okay,
no, you're putting them wrong. Okay, how about let's talk about something imaginary that a friend told you that they didn't. See? There you go. So what did one of your friends that you sort of didn't really know did that they told their deepest, darkest secret? See? No, they didn't do that.
and here the two of them come now. I'm 3.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, the people that are going to be sitting in front of this row might want to move up due to the ejaculate.
Yeah, you
guys are at the splash zone.
Our concert.
Yeah,
you know?
it's going to be all Gallagher and
Like in SeaWorld, this will be the splash zone. But come on, seriously, you're in this box, you're
They're not
interested.
even telling you.
Yes, they are.
No, I'm lying to them, telling them I did.
And now you're totally lying to them.
No, it's like
Now the rumors
this is what I did. This is what I do, and then it's like, no, I really didn't because I'm saying that joke, but no, it's like really fucking did this shit.
You know,
It's like, it's the people don't know, and me like just spilling my dirtiest, darkest laundry.
and wash it later with stains and everything, and everything gets stuck to all of it, right? Now you know why he wrote this shit.
Okay.
Because he's crazy. If you're gonna do the chloroform,
It's the best pickup.
It loosens up the shit.
well, ain't that the shit?
Okay, so I was talking to this gentleman right over here in the corner, and we were talking about the most sickest films, that's happening. He's like, dude, Serbian film, and oh, you got the box of movies. Let me get the box of that. But Serbian film, dead baby porn, yeah, no, black baby porn. This is the best shit that's never happened. And I was like, well, hey, how about, we didn't get to talk. Because, the whole, I think in the last panel I talked about the masturbating age. That was like, wow, I don't really feel gay at all. He's gonna hit dude, third stall. He's got the whole.
Just get it and kneel down.
S for
You know the spot.
S for Seth. S for Seth. And don't forget the tip. Not yours, his. But you know, it's really funny how, you know, they're all men up here except for this young lady, right? And all we've talked about is jerking off on this, beating off on that.
Well, that's because when women do it, it's like diddle diddle diddle. It's cute.
I don't know who you think it is, but it's cute.
It's cute. Meanwhile, this guy's like pulling this thing, you know.
I wonder why there's a human race.
Oh, that's, you know.
Why would these groups never even get near each other to fuck in the first place? Knowing that this, like, oh, he's gonna be like this, she's gonna be like this, like, oh, now you know why there are so many lipstick lesbians in the world. And God bless them.
But we only have one screech in this room. We have one screech. And he did the... No. He stuck the finger in the ass and pulled out food and just gave the chick a mustache.
Dirty Sanchez?
Yeah, he did the dirty Sanchez. And it's like, dude, it's like, okay, you're ugly, you got that weird funky hair.
It's a classic.
No, dirty Sanchez is great. What's great? How about a hot, anybody do a hot Carl here? Hot Carl?
Cleveland Steamer? Look at these assholes.
Okay, yeah.
Your plants, your shells, they came here just to hear that one line, then you're gonna leave, right?
No, hot Carl.
They're going to scream at me.
Well, there's a couple other we're missing, right? Hot Carl, Cleveland Steamer, but that's glass bottom boat, but that's just rusty trombone is like you're like this.
I hope someone please record this. I'll give you my email. Just for that shit alone.
Peanut butter.
You know the girls on the top?
It's like he was saying that I used to own a video business where I had the most vile, disgusting shit that I'd sell to the masses. And I was like, you know, two girls in one cup. It's like, I've had toilet face for like over 15 years. You know, it's just 8 guys all like having an orgy with the chick and shitting on her face. And one guy's trying to go and he can't, and all the German guys are like, because he was getting good.
Because they're German.
And it was like, oh, 2 girls in one cup. Dude, you gotta see 2 girls in one cup, and I'm like, that's like.
It's the music that offsets what you're seeing. That's the reason.
Have you seen Squirm Fest?
I have, yes.
That's good music. That's good music. Who's ever seen Squirm Fest? I know he has. And how's your brother not seen it? We didn't make him a copy, did we? Squirm Fest. It's where this chick, she eats roaches and there, and she's playing the piano, and her seat is a toilet. And they wait until she has to go, and she's playing the piano, she's Japanese, and she poops into the thing, and because it's maggots, they actually don't get dissolved in the stomach acid. So then they pull out the shit and the maggots still burning. She starts eating them, and they deep fry them. She's like, oh my god, it's got beautiful classical music on the background. You're like, this is very artistic. I like it.
Got a PhD in music.
Peanut butter's got a question.
Peanut butter. How much peanut butter do you need to use for leftovers? Huh?
Ooh, you know, he's got a point there. Those were up hamsters and Germans. Well, a lot of people may not bring him up because they're keeping them.
They got nobody has. I mean, I've seen. Okay, I got 2 videos where they got the tube and they stick the mice in and the mice go in. And she's like, okay.
It's like the Roach Motel. The mice go in, the mice don't come out.
Yeah, but they got nails. You can't.
Don't you want to be so well educated? Think of the kind of information you have now. Don't you want to be on Jeopardy and wait for that one question that Bailey Dell would come up with? Fisting on holding a gerbil on a piano. And the answer is.
It's hilarious because Richard Gere has been it's stuck. People are like, oh, I don't know if you did or didn't. It's like, it sounds pretty obvious. And I'm like, yeah, that's obvious, all right. I mean, that would just really suck. It's like, oh, well, I mean, I've heard stories about, oh, we busted the chick with the peanut butter and the dog was going blah, 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 and we just walked in on her.
It is as bad from up here and down there. I just want to show some respect. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, if you noticed, my wife left.
I know my brother was a lawyer, just got a call, and she's filing for divorce. Way to go.
You got to do some planning.
But he's a lawyer. He's a lawyer, so I think he's going to marry next. So I find a law like that.
Okay, so we're getting close to the end. No?
No, you poor
Hey, does
bastard.
anyone know what an otter is?
No, but wait, yeah, an otter. Where you?
No, not an otter.
Otter. Oh, otter.
An otter.
Like,
Oh, I expect to see you.
So, in my adventures of writing lesbian web series, I have found the greatest thing in the world. An otter is a furry, skinny guy. A furry, skinny gay guy.
As opposed to a bear.
So a cub.
So you have the bear, the
You're the
furry.
cryptozoologist.
They call them cubs.
This is all very
Cubs.
shit.
wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bears are the guys with like, the extra pounds, they're huggable, they have all the fur. The otters are the little ones. They're like mini-me's. They're like the mini-me's.
it sounds like Ken Haxton. Yes, you are. I chloroform you and you'll be the cuddliest bear you ever did.
He did Teddy Ruxpin, by the way.
Oh, God.
We need that guy right there videotape.
Videotape.
It's called evidence.
So your next children's book is going to be about otters, and it's going to be hidden that you're talking about really skinny gay guys. And you're going to go, and the otter went into the empty trunk and then pulled back out and then went back in thinking it was a nice home. And then what? He came back out and he came back in and he was tired and went to sleep.
Exactly. You can't like.
If you don't do that, I'm doing it. That's going to be right after the Ultimate Day Baby Cookbook. Now on sale to QVC and Home Shopping Channel because everybody's got to know how to cook them babies and have sex with them because you got to get stuck with extra juices.
We got a question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My question is, when you write these books, are you trying to get these taboos or these out to the public where everybody knows about them? I have no idea what
Right.
no.
Let's explain.
All right. And after you said something, I'm thinking about different things, and but it's nothing I would ever come up with. Like, even imagine myself.
Now I'm interested.
But do you try it? Is this something you write just for your genre, or something you like to inform the public about? That this is out there.
Okay, perfect legitimate question. I like that. Thank you so much. Let's start from Andrew Allan and go down to the weird guy who had sex with his dad.
Well, two things. I don't see specific, at least for me. Once the idea pops into my head, I gotta get it out because it just won't go away until I do. The other kind of rule, another rule I live by is whatever the sickest thing you can think of is, there's someone waking up that morning to go put a magazine out about it. The world is fucked up. So it's going to get out there one way or the other, and I think it's just everything intersects. Steve seems to be like a hub for that shit. And so he just, kind of passes it off to new people and sort of stuff, and then it goes and grows, and eventually everyone knows what it is. So.
Damn, that was a good answer.
What do you think, Ralph?
I think that, okay, so after writing, legitimate zombie stuff and lesbian web series,
Yes.
web series, you gotta have a release. Some of the sickest shit that goes through my mind, you bury it. You walk down the road and you see some person on the side of the road, and you're like, bash him on the head, fuck him in the ass, and be done with it. So you bury it. As a kid's off, as a children's author.
Who's going to write about skinny hot sex?
Right. No, actually, but really, you know, you write normal stuff all the time. You've got to have some kind of release, some kind of fun release, something that's shocking, something that nobody else is going to talk about. And, you know, for me, it's just fun. It's something that's so twisted. You know, as I was writing my necrophilia story, I was gagging as I'm writing it. And I'm literally going from necrophilia story to kid's story. And then back, and I'm like, this is so fucking crazy.
I'll add to this. My day job is writing infomercials.
Oh, God.
You tell me what's more fucked up.
It's that I'm bringing a child's author and an infomercial guy and forcing them to take their necrophilic fantasies and put them on paper for our enjoyment.
But wait, there's more.
There is. I wrote an infomercial this year for absorbent panties for licensed police. All right, cannibalism doesn't even seem weird after that.
No. Do you have anything that you want?
She's just.
Because you're perverted as bad as us, because you took this job on this panel on your cover.
You know, I did, but I have a statement about Taboo in general. Being raised as I was, very, just exceedingly strict, religious, don't talk about anything out of the norm. You know, that kind of pushes you into this place where you're so curious about every single aspect of everything that you're not supposed to even think about, talk about, you know, remotely refer to. That, you know, it is fun. It is so much fun to find all of these things that kind of make other people's heads tilt just a little bit and shock the hell out of people, because it was taboo for me to even. Okay, Olivia Newton-John had a song.
I masturbated that.
That's the sickest thing I've heard all night.
So, you know, she sings "Let Me Hear Your Body Talk." I got so much trouble for just saying that. Can you imagine?
Yeah, you're singing it to your dad, but that's
No,
your body talk.
I was like 5 and singing in the kitchen. I had no idea. But that just pushes you into this place where, why not? What is so wrong about just that little sentence? Let me find something else I can get in trouble with.
That's a song about porn.
Society, you got people in society that are prudes, that you have people in society who are killing and eating a hell of a lot of people recently this fucking year. What the hell's going on out there?
Your fault.
I know, but you know, it's me, myself, personally.
Here's the funny part. When he calls me up and says he wants me to put a story in, and we're talking about it on the phone, I said, okay, we do this, and the whole thing goes down. And then like 3 weeks later, the first one in Miami pops up. So he gets a phone call, and I get a phone call. Guess what the phone calls are? Is there some stupid promotion you guys have come out with? It's like, and they realize we are fully capable. That's the sickest part about it for us. Now me, I was a bartender back in the 70s and 80s. And I used to work in several bars that were owned, like just say, by family guys. And the family guys would come in and talk about how the day went. The son of a bitch got hit him with the axe 3 times. Motherfucker's bleeding across the floor. I'm trying to clean it. My mother's trying to make pasta in the kitchen. And I got this shit going on. It comes up out of the basement. What the fuck am I going to do with this guy? That's disrespectful. Vinny, you shouldn't take that kind of crap from him. You should just take him, kick his ass, put him down the stairs, bury his fucking ass, stick him in the furnace, and get rid of the shit before your mom finds out. She's not going to be happy. This is a real, and I'm not fucking around. This is a real conversation. So I'm sitting there going, okay, wow. After this, my cherry is fully popped from anything in the world. And they're like going, look at me going, Mitch, bring me over to the Galliano, everything's good. And by the way, I got a job for you this afternoon. Can you go with me on a little car ride? Can you drive it really well? Because I'm going to be a little tied up when it's all over. You know, my hands creak a little. I mean, I'm getting a little old with the arthritis, you know, and it's almost a little damp down there in the swamp. So I took the car ride. I don't know what the fuck happened. He comes out later on, he's filthy, we drive him home, he cleans up. Next thing I know, I got a $500 extra bonus in my check. I don't know what happened. It's been many, many years, so fuck you, statute of limitations. But what do you think I wrote? Vinny and Mook. That's the point, Hitman in Paradise. Because these people are really out there. How about the cop, who just came up with a beautiful amount of rescues even Richard Ray would love to have, for cooking 100 women. Have you seen this in the paper? The New York cop decided he wants to cook him or roast him alive, and laid out the recipes. So, like he's saying this, right? He's pissed because it's not random fucking up. This is pre-planned. So now you have to sit there and think to yourself, going, okay, the guy lives next door. What the fuck? You're turning him out. I'll screw you. I'll get in that trouble. Cat of pound stole my food. Anyway.
No, I think for me, I mean, it's a lot of what you said as well. Like that fucked up shit is out there, and it's fun to explore. But I think personally, for me, what I have most fun with it is taking one of these fucked up concepts that is just completely detestable and everything like that, and then adding in a character that you can't help but like or sympathize with in some way, so that it makes, even though they're doing these horrible, just terrible fucked up things, you like them despite it or because of it in some cases. Like that's where it gets fun. Pretty much just a screw with you audience. That's what I have fun doing.
We gave a reality check and they're all going, wait a minute, this shit might actually be happening out there. And you guys really started to go, like the sphincters all went, I heard it all go at the same time.
Well, I think Mitch hit on a really good point that it's literally art imitating life. You know, he's writing a book about this, and this is something that actually happened to him. I mean, all you have to do is you want to see the real perversions is what goes on in the news. I mean, it happens not only in this country, but throughout the world, where you got people hacking each other up and doing whatever they're saying, and they're doing it for real. And, we're just, I mean, we're talking about chihuahuas. Well, how many chihuahuas in this country get treated better than actual human beings? And so what's more perverse, the chihuahua that gets to eat a, steak dinner every night, or somebody that is starving?
That's right. You see a homeless guy sitting there last time in a restaurant. Well, this woman opens her purse and she's got a toy poodle or something and sitting there eating at the table. This homeless guy hasn't had a meal in weeks. Is like thinking to himself, going, what's on the plate doesn't look bad, but I'm thinking about her now and the dog.
Chihuahuas look cute. People want to save the dolphins. If it doesn't look cute, then it's not on our meter to eat or fuck. That's how it works. Cuter the animal, you don't want to eat it, you don't want to fuck it. Well, if it's cute, you want to fuck it. That's why that guy got killed in SeaWorld, because he was trying to fuck Taboo and a dolphin. What the hell's up with that? I mean, I wish I was there with a camera. That would have been awesome. YouTube would be like 10 million views.
I have to say, this guy had a really overblown ego, because boy, he had high hopes that he's going to satisfy a 6-ton, 50, whatever the hell that thing is, whale? Really?
Everybody's got to have a hobby.
Ladies, that's the liar I was talking about.
Let's move on to the second.
Just to finish up, like an extension, I mean, where the outlet was for me, I mean, I had a very strict upbringing. I was kind of forced to be in the Scouts. I'm a freaking Eagle Scout altar boy, and I went way off the rails. Like thankfully Steve was like a good access for me where I can like see stuff that there was no way in hell could have been in my house, and then it just like opened my eyes to stuff. And then once we wrote the cannibal book and I heard about other stories, it just, when the necrophilia topic came up, I was like, I gotta ramp up this shit. So now it's like a friendly competition to me where I just want to outdo all these guys.
We can all hide comfortably together behind the pages of this book.
Back to your question about crush videos and how do I know about this stuff and why do I write it and this and that. Well, when I first started out, I mean, I was a sick motherfucker. Back when everybody else was like, oh yeah, definitely, I'm like, horror movies, door, and I just started immersing myself in the culture. But it was still, there wasn't any horror convention. There was nothing. I mean, it was just like.
Well, as writers, do you think maybe without this outlet of writing, you might be one of those guys that actually.
Well, that's a great point,
and that's what I'm trying to answer.
Since you have your art to go through, you're not actually carrying out.
You know what Stephen King said? This is an actual quote. You can find it in some of his books. He said, if I didn't write this stuff, I'd be up on a rooftop shooting old ladies with grocery bags in the crosswalk. I'd be doing cats and puppies because that's the cutest, and I'd be pissing off everybody.
Fucking cats and dogs.
Let me have further question here. We're going to do this all wrong, and I think it's the right form to do that. Because we've got to touch on it 3 or 4 times throughout tonight. The whole out, get it out of your head, you write about it, say you don't do it. This is completely understandable. The sick and twisted thing is for those of us who never had these ideas.
Now we're putting them in your head.
Why do you read it?
Whoa, there's the voice of reason. Sorry.
Why do we read it? You guys write it down so you don't do it. We don't have these ideas. Why do we subject ourselves to this?
Somebody earlier said, I think maybe it was you who said something about catharsis earlier. Maybe even if the idea doesn't originate with us, we can still vicariously experience that idea and that thrill in our own little secondary way. And so it's our own form of catharsis and our own means of expression that sort of satisfies those primal instincts or ideas or needs or whatever. And so I think it's another way to sort of tame the beast.
But the bad thing is, people read this stuff and say, oh, but I could do that. And then they go and do it and say, oh, well, it's his fault, he made me do it. Like, he gave me the idea.
It's like American Psycho. I masturbated so hard.
Thank you for coming. This panel is now over. He's coming too. Sorry.
Yeah, we are.
We are over. But if y'all want to stay, we'll stay.
Yeah, that's right. Green Lantern.
Fuck yeah.
PG-13 horror.
What's the point?
The point is not everybody wants to shove things internally, and they don't need to see decapitations, necrophilia. PG-13 does have its wonderful moments. There's some really good movies, and then there was. And then who can ever forget this one?
Oh yeah.
Avatar with bestiality.
No, I like Avatar.
I like
Avatar. Avatar's
So
great.
PG-13 is just we wait for the unrated release, right?
Right there. PG-13's great if it's done right. I mean, what the hell did I watch?
Yeah, when they hook up to that animal, they're flying around and he spews on the screen. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. PG-13's got its moments. It's got its stories, and they cut shit down just to get it out to the masses because you got to make money on those movies. Because I know I'm in the movie business, and fuck, it's Rapeville out there. Not the good kind of Rapeville. Hey, what town is this? It's Rapeville. All right, let's get a hotel room.
They don't use Van Gogh.